The kunai darts, which were utilized by Hinotsura, were revealed to be coated in a poison which would generally paralyze a demon for half a day, or possibly immobilize a lower rank. She can be seen on a nearby rooftop, pleading for the poison to work for even just a moment. As the demon slayer attempts to decapitate Gyutaro, however, at that moment Gyutaro manages to regenerate his legs and proceeds to attack them at a close vicinity. He uses his blood demon art, rotating circular slashes, flying blood to emit numerous blood slashes to attack them before they can reach him. Tenjin Uzui grabs and hold of Tanjiro and throws him back to protect him from the attack. Within seconds, Tenjin uses sound-breathing fourth form, but finds that he has disappeared from sight. To his horror, he looks up to the roof to see that Gyutaro has managed to capture Hinotsura and is about to kill her. Tenjin tries to save her, however Daki's OP blocks him from reaching her. He thinks back to a moment in the past when Hinotsura had asked him to retry from the corpse following their mission, specifically remembering her asking to not harbor any regards if any of them were to die. Back in the present, Tenjin yells at Gyutaro to stop as he tries to push through. Tanjiro comes close to the building and tries to use the Himokami Kajora to reach her. However, his body refuses to listen to him. Tanjiro quickly changes tactics and uses a form of the water breathing to quickly save Hinatsura from Gyutaro. Realizing that he managed to save Hinatsura, Tanjiro decided to utilize both the water breathing as well as Hinakumi Kagura in order to increase his attacking power. Gyutaro is left surprised by Tanjiro and expected maneuver and charges at him. However, at that moment, Tenjin comes behind Gyutaro and swings his blade at Gyutaro next, while openly yelling that he owes Tanjiro. On a nearby rooftop, Inosuke can see Tenjin moves in as he attempts to cut off Gyutaro's head. His frustration grows as they continue to evade Daki's attack instead of move in to try to decapitate her. Zenitsu calls out to Inosuke and explains that in order to defeat them, they just need to make sure their heads are not connected instead of trying to decapitate the two simultaneously. Inosuke comically looks at Zenitsu amazed and calls him awesome, after seeing the differences in his personality compared to his usual demeanor. Meanwhile, Tanjiro assists Tenjin by also trying to swing his blade down onto Gyutaro's neck. However, the demon manages to use his sickles to halt both of their attacks and attempts to absorb their blades. Tenjin uses his free arm to use his second split to pierce the Gyutaro, but his quickly reflexes allow him to catch the tip of the blade in his mouth. Sensing that Gyutaro is about to unleash more blood blades, Tenjin tells Tanjiro to hang in there as Hinotsura yanks Tanjiro away from them, allowing Tenjin to leap off of the roof while pulling the demon with him. Before he can leap down to help them, a voice can be heard telling them to watch out as Inosuke and Zenitsu crashes onto the roof while fighting the OP. Inosuke and Zenitsu ask Tanjiro for help in order to defeat Daki, and agrees, asking that they finish quickly in order to help Tenjin. Hinatsura tells the boys that she will hide quickly in order to allow them to focus on the battle and disappears as they face Daki. She gets excited when Tanjiro joins their fight and informs his comrades that they need a fast attack in order to cut her neck. Inosuke realizes that she has slowed down and decides to go first to attack as Zenitsu agrees with Tanjiro to protect him from behind. Inosuke proceeds to dash forward using beast breathing, 8th Fang, Explosive Rush, while Zenitsu and Tanjiro uses Thunder Breathing, first form, and Water Breathing, third form, respectively, to protect Inosuke from the OP. Daki begins to crack under the pressure as Inosuke closes in on her, and manages to draw both of his blades on either sides of her neck. Inosuke pushes his heels into the ground as he uses Beast Breathing 6th Fang to effectively decapitate Daki. Tanjiro smiles with joy as he witnesses Inosuke leap and catch Daki's head in the air, rejoicing at successfully cutting off her head. Inosuke claims they have to act fast and keep her head separated from her body. Having successfully decapitated Daki, Inosuke can be seen escaping with her head in order to prevent her from reattaching it to her body. He tells the other boys not to worry about him and to instead help Tenjin, but before he can get to safety, Daki uses her hair to put up a resistance. He managed to put a stop to her resistance, but before he can get away, Gyutaro appears behind him and impales him through the chest. Tanjiro looks on in horror as Gyutaro grabs Daki's head while Inosuke collapses on the roof. He then looks down on the ground and is once again horrified to see Tenjin laying bleeding and unresponsive on the ground. Zenitsu tries to warn Tanjiro of the oncoming OP attack, but before he can escape, the roof collapses from beneath him, and Tanjiro falls to the ground, seemingly buried beneath the rubble.